Hey, what's up everyone? Mo, Backwoods Adventure Mods. Today we're talking our new deck panels. This one I'm holding right now is the 11 by 22 panel, so 11 up, 22 across. You see all these cutouts and everything in here. These are all E-track and L-track mounts. So right here's your E-track, right here is your L-track. We've got some accessories that we'll slide in here. So this is kind of your L-track casual tie down. These will just push in. Those lock in there nice and tight. Pull on that, and then we've got the same for these E-tracks as well, and they're easy to slide out. But you'll notice we've got 1/4 inch cutouts right here for carriage bolts, so if you're wanting to put something with the button head bolts sticking out, you're able to push some pressure there, tighten down. This one right here is for 3/8 carriage bolts for those bigger objects you're trying to tie down. Then right here we just kind of have some hooks. So if you're running a bungee strap or, kind of your old ratchet style straps, you'll be able to just run your hooks through here, fasten everything down. All right, so the good thing about these deck panels is they're not just made for our roof rack. So if you're running any type of rack that has these slots up here, whether it be 1x3 like ours or a 1x2, you're gonna be able to use these panels with that. As long as your roof rack has some adjustment where your extrusions, your crossbars can slide forward and back. You can see we have cutouts here that allows that. A lot of our competitors have racks that allow that. Not everybody's doing that though. So like I said, if you're unsure anything, if it fit or work with your rack, please give us a shout before you place an order. We want y'all to love what you have coming your way versus it shows up and you have the fight of your life trying to get these things to work on your rack and then they don't work. You're gonna get the 4 T-nuts with these as well as the 4 5/32 Allen head screws. We've kind of dropped these in here already. We're gonna go over the install, but I'm kind of got these where I need them. Use these nuts to slide them back and forth or these little button head screws, and you'll kind of get them where you want. Now with the Tacoma, the reason we did this size is that on the shark fin antenna on these newer Tacomas, we wanted to give some gapping for that, and it really gives a good platform, even with having this little space in between here, it's still a solid deck, solid spot to tie stuff down to. We've got some shots when we were down in Texas Jamboree, and we had maybe 5 or 6 people up here, a little more at one time, and bed rack held up great, roof rack held up great. So like I said, it's a great platform to get up and see stuff. We use it to watch the blind man's bluff. Everybody parked in front of us, but it didn't matter. We were able to stand above their heads, so what a win. So I've kind of got all my bolts in there. Kind of want the gapping to match what we've got on the other side. So like I said, easy to work with. There's a lot of play in these. Kind of slide them back and forth, and then we will start tightening these down. You don't have to go bananas on these, make sure you get them tight. These are some of those accessories we were talking about. So these are your E-track accessories. Nice thing about these, they'll just clip right in and they will hold tight. All these things you can get off of Amazon too, so instead of having to buy some crazy high dollar strap, you can use something like this, your classic, roller cam style cam strap. I actually have some ratchet straps that I'll use with my canoe that have these ends on them, and so we're about to go up to my 4Runner here in a second, but you'll kind of see how it works for me, and it's super cool how these work. Got our L-track stuff over here. Yeah, same like I said, these are great for tying stuff down, random stuff. If you had some boxes, you could put, a couple of these, put a box right here, and throughout the rest of your rack. So great way to use all the space you've got up here. If you're not running a tent or anything like that, this is a great option for us. We've been loving the fact that we don't have a tent up here and we're able to throw boats and sup boards, bikes on this thing. It's turned into more of an adventure truck than an overland rig. It's more of a get out and do something fun and then camp, but dude, we are loving it. Now we're on top of my 4Runner, same drifter as the Tacoma, the 1x3 extrusions, but these are those other 2 size panels we were talking about right here. We have our 17x16 and this is our 17x11. Those are kind of the options. Like I said, it looks like a lot and just chaotic, like it wouldn't mean anything. Dude, that right there, Evan, this is straight from his brain, so nice that he made a cameo. But all seriousness, like I said, a lot of chaos going on when you just look at it, but once you start to understand what all these are used for, it totally makes sense and makes ratcheting or tying something down to the roof of your rig super easy. Tomorrow, Jo, myself, we're gonna go to the river. We'll have a canoe on this thing, and I have no worries that boat's not gonna make it to the launch, so super stoked, right? Come on Friday. But seriously, I hope y'all have enjoyed this install kind of overview of a couple new accessories we got coming out. This being the deck panels, and yeah, like I said, we've got them in 3 sizes. I'll probably go to the 22-inch on these because what it's going to do is span this gap right here. You can see these are a little short, so those 20-inch ones, they're going to be a little longer, and they're going to kind of fill this hole right here. But super excited for those to come out. Something we were kind of on the fence on, but these have made, like I said, tying stuff down to the roof of this rig super, super easy. Gonna come powder coated, ship free to your door. Let us know if you have any questions. And seriously, thanks again for watching. See y'all.